By 1920, there were 27 languages that were spoken on Main Street in Helper. We had caught the second wave of American immigration, and that really established the culture of the town, because all these different groups brought their own culture. And so Helper is a fascinating place to live because you still have all those different cultural influences.
Main Street has just recently been redone, for a lack of better words. Helper got a $20 million grant to help with the infrastructure in the city, and along with that we have repaved Main Street, and our beautification project is just now starting as well.
So we're planning to do fire pits along here, and then easier access into the businesses from the street, but also have gardens and native plants with some of the beautiful indigenous boulders. There's just something very, very special about the architecture that really is quite pristine. It hasn't been destroyed, and the scale is perfect, and we want to enhance that.
You know, I think that really started with David Dornan and Mary Lou Kuhn-Mueller, who came down from the U, and then we had some artists in town, Tom Williams and David Johnson, and those artists started to pull people here, and we've stayed. I was one of those artists that came because of those people and just fell in love with the town, and it's a great place to live and to do my art.
Living in a small community like Helper, at least for me, is that there are very few distractions here. It's very simple to get things done. An artist, in order to, I think, to become significant, really kind of needs to get to know themselves more than anything, and this is a good place for it.
The artists bring a certain cultural aspect to the town, and then of course the downtown, I feel, is anchored by the museum. And in Utah, historic tourism is a $700 million a year industry, and Utah, more than most places, are integrating their tourist and their history. We get families in here all the time that say, my grandfather lived in Latuda or Spring Canyon or Standardville.
Carbon County is the place to be. We're a very diverse place. There's something for everyone, literally.
We have everything from mining and railroad museums and history, and great ATV tours where you'll see coke ovens, wild Mustang herds, you can see pictographs and petroglyphs at the end of 9 Mile Canyon.
And over the last 5 years, Carbon County has created one of the most fabulous trail systems for off-road vehicles. And you can travel the entire breadth of Carbon County with all of its book cliffs, and we must have at least 4 or 5 different climates in this county.
That's what I love about here, is just the diversity of things to do and all the different ethnic backgrounds and the different people.
It's this interplay of culture and history that I think makes Helper really unique.